Gumball!
The Amazing World of Gumball is officially returning. After nearly 6 years away from television, the beloved animated series is back under a new title, The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball. Scheduled to premiere in late 2025, this next chapter promises to bring the same chaotic humor, creative visuals, and emotional depth that made the original series a fan favorite, while also evolving in some very interesting ways. This relaunch feels like a warm reunion with old friends, only now they've grown up just enough to surprise us. Gumball's return isn't just a reboot, it's a revival rooted in legacy. From its Emmy, BAFTA, and Annie Award wins to its devoted fandom, Gumball shaped a generation of animation lovers with its fearless humor, boundary-breaking visuals, and emotional honesty.
I'm getting a donut and she's getting a better husband.
What?
Despite wrapping up in 2019, the show never really left. It lived on in midnight YouTube deep dives, Reddit lore hunts, and fan art filling every corner of the internet. Now with a tweaked title that still says weird, loud, and proud. Hanna-Barbera Studios Europe and Cartoon Network International are signaling a fresh chapter that's equally nostalgic and ambitious.
Oh. Commercial break!
When Gumball first premiered in 2011, it stood out immediately. The series blended 2D animation with CGI, stop motion,
What's that supposed to mean?
live-action backdrops, and even puppetry. All within a single episode. It was bold, experimental, and completely self-aware. The upcoming season appears to preserve that core identity. In the teaser, Gumball and Darwin awaken in a colorless, lifeless world, one that seems to have been untouched for years. The reason? They're 7 years late for school. A funny moment, yes, but also a self-referential nod to how long the show has been off the air. As the teaser progresses, the familiar chaos of Elmore comes roaring back into life, signaling that although time has passed, the tone and energy of the series remains fully intact. It's a perfect meta-nod that the show can laugh at its own hiatus and still be itself. What's truly striking is how the older animation styles, flat matte paintings, rougher lighting, contrast with the new shots' refined compositing and resolution. Gumball has always been visually loud, but Season 7 demonstrates how its signature style can grow, becoming richer, cleaner, and yet somehow even more unpredictable.
Commercial break!
One of the biggest changes in Season 7 is the voice cast. Since the original actors have grown out of their roles, new voices are stepping in. Gumball is now voiced by Alkayo Thiel, Hero Hunter takes over as Darwin, and Anais is voiced by Kenya Said Khan, and Nicholas Cantu joins the cast as Tobias. These new performers bring fresh energy to their characters while staying true to the personalities fans know and love.
Darwin! Dude, we're late for school.
Well, on the plus side, we now know I truly love myself.
Yeah, but I really did need to see your ego smooching itself.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you jealous? You wouldn't.
It's always a challenge when a beloved character's voice changes, but early reactions to the teaser suggest that the casting choices are being well received. The key, it seems, has been maintaining the emotional core of the characters, not simply mimicking the originals. The transition feels seamless, like a gentle handoff between eras. Voices switching are nothing new. Gumball and Darwin have passed through 4 previous sets of actors, as the kids grew up.
Nope, but there's something on the internet now.
Give me that phone! Give it here, Ellie!
You should thank me. You're buddies again.
That's true, but you're still getting it!
But this iteration seems different. These 4 new actors bring youthful vitality, nuanced performances, and evidently a shared understanding of what made the original characters resonate. Early reviews on r/Gumball indicate community optimism. Not just sound-alikes, they are Gumball and Darwin.
Commercial break.
The animation style of Gumball has always been one of its biggest strengths. The show's commitment to visual experimentation is unmatched. Whether it's a chalkboard monster fighting a cardboard cutout, or characters shifting from 2D to photorealism mid-scene, Gumball's visuals are constantly evolving. Season 7 continues that tradition, but with modern upgrades. Thanks to improvements in compositing and rendering tools, the animation looks sharper, cleaner, and more fluid. What hasn't changed is the electric visual collage that defines the show. 2D characters interacting in 3D environments, real-world textures, digital effects, and deliberately jarring transitions. The show still looks like no other, and that's very much by design. It's a visual roller coaster where each frame feels like its own masterpiece. These stylistic leaps aren't just cosmetic. With its blend of real textures atop layered animation, the show uses this aesthetic to fuel narrative and emotion, whether it's a papery texture to signal absurdity, or photorealistic shadow cast to heighten a surreal gag.
Everyone's noticed that walk, though. Really? You look like you went to the bathroom in a spacesuit.
Commercial break.
Narratively, the wonderfully weird world of Gumball appears to be taking some creative risks. Earlier previews suggest that this season may introduce more serialized storytelling. Among the teased plotlines, a battle against an evil fast food empire, the rise of sentient AIs, and a mysterious agency known only as the ASA. While the original series thrived on episodic structure, this evolution mirrors a broader trend in animation, one where story arcs and world building take on greater importance without sacrificing humor. These developments offer an opportunity to explore more complex themes, while still maintaining the show's offbeat identity. Think of it less as a reboot and more as a reinvention. This shift could make Season 7 the most narratively ambitious Gumball yet. Fans now anticipate deeper mythology. Designed plotlines may revisit earlier threads like The Void, Darwin's yearbook arc, even Rob's ominous return. In interviews, producers hinted it's a direct continuation, not a reset, so arcs from Season 6 may carry forward, weaving into Gumball's fresh adventures.
Commercial break.
Ben Bocklett, the creator of Gumball, is back as a creative advisor for the new season. While he isn't directing day-to-day production, his influence is clearly present. Speaking at the Annecy International Animation Festival, Bocklett described the new season as a chance to revisit unfinished ideas, explore broader concepts, and approach the Gumball universe with a more refined perspective. That balance between evolution and preservation seems to be the creative team's North Star. His return bridges nostalgia with reinvention, and gives the revival legitimacy. Bocklett originally announced his departure after Season 6, but production records show he retained an executive producer credit for the revival. His return is more than symbolic, it ensures the show's DNA remains intact while the team explores new frontiers.
Commercial break.
One of Gumball's hidden strengths has always been its ability to sneak in commentary. Behind all these slapstick and surreal visuals, this show regularly satirized real-world topics like digital addiction, bureaucracy,
Change. Yeah. Tired of fancy words? Yeah. Well, how about this for a slogan?
and toxic masculinity. If Season 7 follows through on its more serialized promise, there's a chance we'll see even more of that thoughtful undercurrent. The absurdity won't go away, but it might come with sharper messaging and deeper payoffs. Expect laughter.
This.
Followed by a moment when you blink and realize it cut deeper than you thought. Given the evolving context of streaming life, social media influence, and teenage angst in 2025, this show is poised to get even smarter. Handling themes like AI consciousness and marketing exploitation with a trademark blend of humor and sincerity.
Commercial break.
So when and where can you watch the new season? The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball is set to premiere in late 2025. In the United States, it will be available on Hulu, and international viewers will be able to stream it via Cartoon Network and HBO Max. This dual-platform approach allows for greater accessibility and reflects how animated content is being distributed in today's streaming-first landscape. With multi-platform availability, Gumball's reach will be broader, and its impact even greater. Hulu reveals the entire 40-episode slate, including older seasons, will land on its platform in the US, while Cartoon Network International and HBO Max carry global rights.
That's what I was gonna say.
What was it?
Gumball's return marks a growing trend of classic revivals, crossing platforms to reach today's diverse audience.
Commercial break.
The Gumball fandom has remained incredibly active despite the show's long hiatus. From fan theories and deep dives on YouTube, to TikToks breaking down hidden messages, to entire forums dedicated to lore and animation techniques. The community around Gumball is alive and well. That kind of sustained fan engagement is rare, and it's part of what makes this return so exciting. The show is not just being revived, it's being welcomed back by a generation that grew up with it and is ready to engage with it on a whole new level. That fan enthusiasm is the secret ingredient, fueling creativity both on-screen and off. Subreddits like r/Gumball and r/Cartoon Network are buzzing with analysis, speculating whether Season 7 will finally resolve the Void arc, or explore whether the movie is still in the works, and also track character design tweaks. The engagement level reminds producers why Gumball matters, not just as entertainment, but as a cultural touchpoint.
Don't mess with the water sins. You know.
The Wonderfully Weird World of Gumball is more than just a new season. It's a reintroduction, a reimagining, and maybe a redefinition of what this universe can be. If the teaser is any indication, this show will continue to break the rules, blur genres, and reflect the chaos of real life in increasingly creative ways. Whether you're a longtime fan or someone just discovering the world of Elmore, Season 7 looks like it's going to be one of the most fascinating animation events of the year. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives into animation storytelling, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. What are you hoping to see in the new season? Stay tuned and stay weird. Until the premiere, keep rewatching, theorizing, and celebrating the wonderfully weird.